Hi kids, it's MJ. Today I want to read you a very special book called Let's Sourdough. Let's get started. To Brooklyn Joy, I love your bread. Love, Mommy. Tibs loves going to Grandma's. They always try something new. Grandma loves it when Tibs visits. She always has a new tip or two to teach him. And Tibs loves hearing Grandma's tips. Would you like to make sourdough, Tibs? Yes, please. Tibs' tummy rumbles at the thought of warm bread. I can't wait to taste it. Come on, let's sourdough. Tibs follows Grandma into the kitchen. Meet my friend who lives in a jar, she laughs. Her name is Bubbles. Tibs giggles. Hi, Bubbles. Bubbles is my sourdough starter. Starter? Sourdough is made of a puffy mix called starter, Grandma explains. It's full of tiny bubbles that makes bread grow. Let's gather the tools to bake sourdough. Grandma lays everything out on the counter. Bowls, spoons, flour, and all kinds of baking tools. This kind of bread takes time, Grandma says. It will be ready tomorrow. Tib lets out a sigh. Tomorrow? That's a long time to wait for bread. Grandma's eyes dance. Good things take time, Tibs. The first thing we're going to do, Grandma says, is feed Bubbles. She eats flour and water every day, Grandma nods. It's food time, Bubbles, Tibs laughs. He scoops in some flour, adds water, and grabs a big spoon. Grandma wraps a rubber band around the jar, right at the top of Bubbles. This will show us how much she grows, she says. Tibs stares at the mixture. She's not doing anything. Good things take time, Tibs, replies Grandma. But Tibs doesn't like to wait. Tibs likes to eat bread. He sits and pouts, but Grandma says, let's keep busy. While they're waiting, Tibs and Grandma water flowers. Then they read a book and play a game of checkers. Later, Tibs runs to check on the jar. Grandma, she grew past the rubber band. Bubbles is puffed up, fizzy and fluffy. She's really waking up, Tibs grins. Now it's time to turn Bubbles into dough, Grandma says. She helps Tib pour flour into a bowl, adds a scoop of Bubbles, and drips in some warm water. Now Bubbles rests. Sourdough rests a lot, Tibs sighs. I'm tired of waiting. She needs a few good stretches before she's ready to nap, says Grandma with a wink. We'll stretch and fold her a few times, Grandma says. Stretch out, fold in. Tib lifts a sticky edge and folds it towards the middle. It's like a blanket for bread, he giggles. Yes, make Bubbles cozy, says Grandma. She needs to rest again. More waiting, moans Tibs. Good things take time, Tibs, she tells him. But I'm hungry. Good, says Grandma, because it's lunchtime. That evening, Bubbles is puffed up again. She's ready to shape, says Grandma. They pat Bubbles into a round loaf and set her in a bowl. Now she naps in the fridge, says Grandma. Tibs yawns. Now we sleep too, smiles Grandma, tucking him into bed. Let's do a stretch and hug. They stretch their arms and fold in with a hug. Just like Bubbles, Tibs feels cozy as Grandma turns off the light. In the morning, the kitchen smells good, even before the oven is baking bread. Are you drawing on it? Asks Tibs. It's called scoring, replies Grandma. It helps the bread bake just right, and it looks pretty too. Leafy doodles, Tibs grins. Here we go, says Grandma as she places Bubbles into the heavy pot with a lid. And now it's time to bake. Finally, cheers Tibs. Together they watch through the oven window until at long last, Bubbles becomes bread. It looks so delicious. Tibs gives a little leap. And now can we eat it, Grandma? No, we have to let the bread cool first, says Grandma, because good things take time, finishes Tibs. Once the bread has cooled down, Grandma says, time for a smush test. Let's slice it, give it a smush, and see if it bounces back. Tibs presses down. Look, sourdough is springy. Now can we eat it, Grandma, he asks. And Grandma replies, yes, it tastes better than he dreamed. Thanks, Bubbles. You're so yummy. Tibs didn't like the long wait, but Grandma was right. Good things take time. Can we bake Bubbles again, Grandma? Of course, she replies. She wraps him in a big stretch and hug. Let's sourdough again soon. That was such a good book, kids. There's even a recipe at the end that you can make with a responsible adult. You can try out sourdough for yourself with some of Tibs' tips. Thanks for reading Let's Sourdough with me. Come back again to the MJ and Missy May YouTube channel. Bye for now, kids.